Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody out there. I'm gonna be talking about doing whatever it takes, man. Like sometimes life is gonna get tough, right? We all know that. And you have to do whatever it takes, man. If you got a big enough dream or a big enough vision, right? You gotta be willing to do whatever it takes. If that means not eating for a day or a couple of days, if that means going homeless, you not being able to see your family for a little bit, you gotta do whatever it takes, man. Because if you have that big vision and that big goal, it's gonna take all that and even more, to be real with you. And even when you do all that, you're still not guaranteed success. That's the crazy part about it. You're still not guaranteed what you've been striving after, man. Like for example, I want to share a little bit of my story. I know some people will be listening to this. They'll know that I played football, and I played football ever since I was like 6, man. Since I could remember. I started playing football really young, and I played all the way up till I was about 21, and that's like 15 years of nonstop grinding. And I took it seriously too. Ever since I was 6, I was taking it serious. So, I didn't get to high school and start taking it serious, man. I was taking it serious my whole life. I trained for it. I bust my ass. I did all I could, man. I really put in all the work. I never cheated, never took shortcuts, but ended up not being able to play anymore because of a neck injury. And then I had a scholarship. That's the hard part about it. I had a scholarship to go play. But if I would have played, they told me I probably would have been paralyzed because my neck, it couldn't withstand that type of force and trauma anymore. And just like that, it was taken away from me. It was stripped from me. It was taken away, and that made me really, really, really depressed, man. Like I definitely went into a spiral, and at the same time, 2 weeks before that, my mom had passed away, and that shit hit me too. And so everything was just piling on, and I kind of felt like everything was everything was falling apart, man. The world was falling on top of me. And I know some of y'all probably feel that way too. We're only human. We're all prone to this. We all get sad. We all get anxiety attacks. We all face depression. And that's just how life is, man. Like, we're only human. And I get that, man. I get it. It's hard. But you can't let that stop you. You can't let things like that stop you, man. Like, you got to keep going. You got to keep doing what you got to do. You got to keep pursuing your purpose and your passion. Because even when you find your purpose and your passion, then you win. To keep it real, you win. Because even if everything else is taken away from you, at least you have that as your source of joy, your happiness. You can always fall back on that. You always have something that will make you happy, even when the times are hard. So, if you don't have a passion or purpose, I would advise you to try to find it. And trying to find it is hard, but really it's all about going out, doing different things, going out, experiencing the world, experiencing different hobbies, trying to find what you love to do, and going into that wholeheartedly. Because I know a lot of us, we're trying to find our passion and purpose in life, and we don't know where to start. I mean, I would just suggest just trying different things, and just doing whatever it takes. Once you find that, you do whatever it takes. You don't let anything get in the way of that. Sometimes I think like, yo, what are we doing here? What's the purpose of this life? That hits me like almost every day, and I go on a deep thought about it. And honestly, I can't find an answer. The only thing I could say is, just try to find something that you love to do and just pursue that until the end, until your life ends. That's all you could do. We all have some type of purpose in this life. We just got to go out and find it. Don't be You know, it's easy to go home and eat Doritos, snack on the couch, watching Netflix all day, doing nothing productive. I get it. I've been there, man. I've been like after I stopped playing football and everything, I started snacking, eating donuts. Man, I was gaining a lot of weight, a lot of weight, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, what's going on here? But I was so depressed. I was so sad, man. Like I was making excuses for what had happened, and I was blaming everybody else around me, and I already knew I'm not supposed to do that because my dad taught me that at a young age. Like, it's nobody's fault but your own. If you're not where you want to be, it's no one else's fault, man. Like, it's yours. You got to take a step back, look in the mirror, look at what you've been doing, look at what you've been doing wrong, and you got to try to fix that. We all have something we can work on. Even when you think every area in your life is great, you still have something to work on. It's never ending. Until you die, it's never ending. You always have to work on yourself. There's always something that you can do. Always. You know, you got to do whatever it takes. Don't make excuses. If you need to lose weight, get in the gym. Get on that grind. If you find it hard to go, I get it. Try to find support group. Try to find people doing the same thing you're doing. Try to find, take a friend or something and y'all go to the gym and y'all stick to it. Hold each other accountable. You know, you got to hold each other accountable. That's the best way to do it because there's going to be days when you don't feel like doing it. I get it. We all have those days. I have those days. Everybody has those days, man. But you got to find somebody that's going to hold you accountable, who's going to stick to it with you, and y'all can go in here and dominate. It's better when you got two people, to be honest, or even more, and y'all pursuing the same goal. Then it's easier. You feel that camaraderie. Cannot say that word. But you feel that, and, you know, it's a good feeling. Try to do whatever it takes, man. Like I brought up earlier, you might have to go homeless, man. Like if you don't have enough money to put into your dreams and you really want this, you really want it, like you want it so bad, you can taste it, like you'll do whatever. You might have to go homeless, man, live out your car or something. Put that money into your passion, whatever it is. If that's music, put in the studio time, investing in beats or investing in yourself, learning how to make these beats, covers, all that kind of stuff. If it's like art, investing into paintbrushes, all that good stuff, or learning how to do Adobe, InDesign and all that kind of stuff. Or, if it's acting, you might have to move. You might have to relocate, put yourself in the best position, get out there, live in your car, do whatever it takes, go auditioning for the roles and stuff like that. And you got to sleep, eat, and dream it. And, you got to work your day job or whatever you're doing. Try to find a job if you relocate and do that every day. Just wake up, get in a routine, and make it happen. I know it sounds easier said than done, but shit, that's what it's going to take. And even when you do that, like I was saying earlier, you might not even succeed. But that's life. Like, nothing is guaranteed in life. You can't blame other people. You got to blame yourself. That's just life, man. Like, nothing's guaranteed. You got to remember that. Nothing's guaranteed in this world. You can bust your ass all your life and still not achieve what you wanted. But that's okay, man. As long as you live the life that you are happy with. As long as you live the life you're happy with, that's all that matters. That's all that matters in the end. And, I hear people saying stuff about how they really want to get to this one destination and they really want to do this one thing. And really, it's only two things that it come down to. Either you haven't fully committed yourself to it, or your time hasn't come yet. And that's from G Herbo from his new album PTSD. He talks about that. That's really what it comes down to keep it real. And there's not a destination. Remember that. It's the journey. The journey is everything, man. There's no such thing as a destination. So get on your grind, do whatever it takes. Don't make excuses. And, man, just see where you could be. You could potentially be somewhere that you want to be, or you could be somewhere worst off. I mean, that's just what it comes down to. That's just what it is. But that's okay. Like I said, as long as you lived a life that you felt that you wanted to live, then that's what it is, man. True happiness. That's success. That's real success, man. Happiness. All the money in the world ain't gonna bring you it, man. It's all about your happiness. So, you know, get a vision, stick to the plan, don't make excuses, do whatever it takes to make it happen, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank you.